Hi everybody, Christy here with Stitch Pray Love. Today is Friday, March 29th. It is Good Friday, and I didn't really take a week off, but I took a week off from filming a FLOSSTUBE because my schedule on my FLOSSTUBE releases had gotten a little wonky, and I wanted to get back on schedule. I would really like to release them on Fridays. That seems to work best for me. But anyway, welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, welcome back to my channel if you're joining me again. I really appreciate those of you who have watched my content, subscribed to my channel, left a comment, liked, shared. I just really appreciate all of you for stopping in and feeling like my content is worth taking a look at. I did not have any finishes this week. And I'll start with one that I think I'm gonna throw the towel in on for, at least for now. I had started this little, the little snowman. Did I mention this is FLOSSTUBE number 3? I had started on the little snowman for my grandbaby, and as you can tell, I got off a little right here on the scarf wrapped around his neck. So that didn't make me happy. And then I noticed, and I must have done this when I was over at my daughter's dog sitting, I had been filling in the white for the snow, and it looks like 2 different whites. I'm not real thrilled about that. I don't know how that happened. I thought white was white, but I'm not in the mood to unpick it right now. So I'm just gonna let this one rest for a bit, and I'll marinate over it. I'll try and get something done with it by Christmas so that I can go ahead and give it to my grandbaby. But we're just gonna set this one aside now. So unless I have some other, some progress on it, then I'm just gonna leave it off of FLOSSTUBEs for a while. I did have a new start, and I was really surprised. I was excited to get this. I've mentioned before that I really like Shannon Christine designs. And I bought this one, I believe from Etsy, and got started on this. I have plenty of black Aida, and so I got this far on the fruit salad, and I love the colors of this on the black. This is one of those that I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I just love it, so I don't know. I may gift it, I may put it on Etsy to sell. I've seen that people will sell FOs but not FFOs of cross stitch on there, and that they will sell. So I don't know. To me, the whole idea is just having the fun of doing it. So like I said, really excited to get started on a Shannon Christine design. I've also made some progress on my Halloween, and this is what I'm going to put up on my mantle with my Halloween things. Let me show you what this is supposed to look like when it's finished. Ooh, I may not have those things. Let me see. Let's see. My silk browser. Let's see, my Etsy. That's not it. Sorry. And I have purchased a few. If I see something on Etsy, and especially if it, you know, the downloads are just so inexpensive, and so it's hard for me to not if they're $1.50, $2, it's hard for me to not purchase. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. And I don't know about how far I am on that. Probably not halfway, maybe a third of the way. So that's coming along. I also, and most of these I bought off Etsy. Let's see. I'll show you some of the new purchases that I'm trying to decide what'll be my new start for next week. Okay, I also purchased this Christmas that's going to go in my dining room. And I noticed yesterday, this is one I worked on yesterday, I noticed that one of the trees is starting to take shape. You know, you work on these and you concentrate so hard on counting and getting the stitches right that you don't really pay attention. And then you look away from it and look back and go, oh, okay, now I see where it's going. I see where my work is going. So this is a small tree, but that one's coming along, and that one's gonna be a keeper for me. This is one that I wasn't sure, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I cannot pass up the flowers. This is called, what is it called? Vintage. And I'm doing it in the black. And I've gotten this far on it. And I think that's really gonna be stunning when it's done. I wish I had someplace for it. This really doesn't go with any of my colors. That's my progress on that though. This was one that I needed a whole lot of new floss colors. I remember I mentioned, you know, oh, I have 3 containers of floss, and you know, you think you've got plenty. Nope, you always need more. I think we always want more anyway, don't we? Okay, this was my little, it was supposed to be a pin cushion. Okay, and I was just blown away by not just the colors, but just the design. And like I said, I really didn't pay attention to the fact that it's really supposed to be more of a needle keeper. Still love the colors though. They're even more vibrant. They're even more vibrant in person. And I've got one side finished. Love those colors. And I'm coming along on this one. Like I said, I may ignore the instructions to do it as a needle keeper. I may just see what I can do to to sew up the sides to make it a pin cushion. But if that doesn't happen, sorry, my cat's making noise. If that doesn't happen, I've downloaded some more patterns in order to make some pin cushions. Some of them are just precious. So that's how far I've come on that one. Remember the one that my daughter brought me from St. Louis? And my parents were just over here, and we're deciding we may need to take a trip to St. Louis ourselves. Not for the arch or anything. I had a great-great-grandfather who was a surveyor, kind of an explorer. He was in the fur trade, and in 1835, 1836, he was in St. Louis getting ready to head west to participate in the fur trade. And he was one of the first sort of touristy people, one of the first white men to see Old Faithful in Yellowstone. So we're thinking it might be sort of a neat trip for my parents and I to take over there to see what we can find out more about him. But anyway, so here is what my daughter and son-in-law brought me from St. Louis. They were at I think it was a Drury Inn right by the arch, and apparently the building had been used, or at least the site had been used. She said the building for the fur trade, and she said the upper floor had all these tall windows so that people could come and they could see the furs where they were exchanged on this top floor. So we're thinking we may have to go check that out, but this is how far I've gotten on this one. It's been really fun to do. And that's the St. Louis skyline. And those are my whips for right now. Let me show you some of the things that I've gotten that I may get started on here pretty soon. I think I showed you the flowers, the flower basket last week. I really would like to get started on some smalls to be able to put together some ornaments or some magnets or little things that I can dress out and gift or sell at craft shows. So I had purchased this. I love these little landscapes. I may get started on those, or one of those. One thing that I really want to do though also is I need to start working in linen instead of Aida. And so I had downloaded some other little, I think it's pronounced biscornu, the shape of the little pillows that people use for pin cushions. And look at this one. This is so stinking adorable. Look at the donkeys. Are they not precious? They are so cute. I had downloaded that one, and I could tell that this one's done in a linen and not an Aida fabric. And I also purchased this. It's also a biscornu. And, you know, I don't see any reason why, you know, I couldn't have multiple pin cushions. Can y'all think of any reason why I shouldn't have multiple pin cushions? This is another one that I really, really would like to have. And I'm looking, and I can't tell, but it looks like it's also on linen. I don't have any linen. I would have to purchase some. And instead of ordering it from somewhere, I'd rather go to a shop. Look at that. Is that gorgeous with the violets? And I need a pin cushion. I need to get on it. I need to get on one of these. I have not purchased this one yet. Don't ask me why. Maybe because I've purchased so many other ones. But anyway, so these that I've just showed you recently, one of those is going to be my new start for next week. Again, I'd really like to start on some smalls, but I need to look at some videos, and if I finish them out, I'm going to be doing that myself, so I need to learn how to do it. Anyway, this is a really short floss tube. I don't know why. I guess I just didn't talk as much this time. Anyway, we're going into Easter weekend. I hope everybody has a blessed, blessed weekend. If you like my content, if you would like, share, or subscribe, I would appreciate it. But thanks so much for coming back to visit with me for a few minutes to see what's going on in my cross-stitch life. I really appreciate your time. Anyway, everybody have a great weekend. God bless you all, and we'll see you hopefully next Friday. Thanks. Bye-bye.